In 2010, the Spanish national team won the World Cup, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 FC Barcelona players. In the 2014 World Cup, Germany were obviously victorious, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bayern München players. But in the past 2 World Cups, there's been one dominant nation, and that's France. They've obviously won the 2018 World Cup, and they were finalists in the 2022 World Cup. But guess how many PSG players were there? In the 2018 World Cup winning France squad, there were only 3 PSG players: Kylian Mbappe, Presnel Kimpembe, and Alphonse Areola. Areola didn't play any minutes, and Kimpembe only got 90 minutes off the bench. And it was even worse in the 22 World Cup, where Kylian Mbappe was the only Paris Saint-Germain player representing the French national team. So you're looking at the best national team in the world, a national team that is dominating the World Cup, and Paris Saint-Germain, the biggest and most successful club in France, is not using that talent pool to strengthen its squad, which is a huge question mark for me. When you've seen the best England national teams, majority of them players get bought up by big English clubs. Spain, same thing. Germany, same thing. And you got Italy with Juventus. But Paris Saint-Germain finally have started diving into that France talent pool. Obviously, Lucas Hernandez was brought in from Bayern München recently. Randal Colomwani was recently brought in from Frankfurt. Ousmane Dembélé was brought in from FC Barcelona, and Bradley Barcola was brought in from Olympique de Lyonnais. Warren Zaïre-Emery was obviously brought through the Paris Saint-Germain Academy, and Kylian Mbappe was obviously bought from Monaco back in 2017. Paris Saint-Germain are finally starting to dominate the France national team, as we should have done in a very long time. And Paris Saint-Germain are not even stopping there. No, Luis Enrique and Luis Campos are looking for even more French players to bring into the Paris Saint-Germain squad. Désiré Doué, playing of Rennes, was in competition to win Ligue Young Player of the Year, and he's been sensational for Stade de Rennes, and Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring his situation and are looking if they can bring him to the back. Second one is obviously Leny Yoro. Paris Saint-Germain have been interested in the Lille centre-back for over a year now, and we have to wait until the summer when Leny Yoro has made his decision to see if he will come to Paris Saint-Germain. Chevalier, the Lille goalkeeper, is also a French player that Paris Saint-Germain are currently monitoring and would like to have in the squad. Akhlioche of Monaco is another player that Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring that is French. Michael Olise from Crystal Palace is another French talent that Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring. And don't be surprised if either Theo Hernandez or Make Mignon would come to Paris Saint-Germain either this summer or any summer at all. And this isn't something that has just happened. No, this has been planned by Paris Saint-Germain's president Nasser Khalifi. And this is what he had to say back in September. We want our fans to be proud of the team as PSG fans, but also proud to represent France on the international stage. We're constantly thinking about ways to promote French football. Friday, I was with Nike for the new 2025-2026 jersey, and the first thing I said was, where's the French flag? Where's the French flag? Because when we played the Champions League international matches, we want all French people to be proud of their French club. Paris Saint-Germain are also doing this because recently they've missed out on some big French Ligue 1 talents, such as Eduardo Camavinga, who got brought up by Real Madrid, Ariane Chouameni, who also got brought up by Real Madrid, Wesley Fofana, who got brought up by Leicester City and later by Chelsea FC, and obviously Tanguy Ndombele, who was brought up from Tottenham Hotspurs. And the France national team is so stacked, is so good, that this is the 5th team they can be lining up. Hugo Lloris, Simakan, Fofana, Badiashile, Kimpembe, Cherki, Vertut, Fekir, Saint-Maximin, Ben Yedder, and Elia Wahi. This team, a lot of these players will be starting for top national teams across Europe, but this is France's 5th lineup. Here's their 4th lineup with Barcola, Nkunku, Lemar, Disasi, Gusto, Matthias Tel. Then you got Kingsley Coman, Benzema, Kanté, Varane, Mendy, Yoro in the 3rd team. Then you got the 2nd team with Rabiot, Warren, Diaby, Colomwani, Fofana, Upamecano, Lucas Hernandez, Jules Koundé, and obviously the 1st team with Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, Chouameni, Ousmane Dembélé, Theo Hernandez, Make Mignon. This French talent pool is something that Paris Saint-Germain should always have started to look into, and they're finally doing it. What you're doing is you're shooting 2 birds with 1 stone. First of all, you're getting great talents. Second of all, they're coming with experience, and you're weakening your league, which makes it easier for you to dominate Ligue, even though that's not a hard thing for Paris Saint-Germain. But it's not only in the transfer window where Paris Saint-Germain are active in looking for this and abusing the French talent pool. No, it's also in the academy. Paris Saint-Germain have just recently started to actually use their academy as a professional serious club should be doing. Obviously, when you think of the PSG Academy, you think of Adrien Rabiot and Presnel Kimpembe that was brought up by PSG and had the history at PSG. But when it comes to the Paris Saint-Germain Academy, you actually think of players that succeeded elsewhere, such as Christopher Nkunku at RB Leipzig, such as Moussa Diaby, such as Kingsley Coman, such as Lucas Digne. But thankfully, Paris Saint-Germain have started to use their academy to improve their team. Obviously, we've just seen Warren Zaire-Emery, the golden boy of PSG, just being brought up from the PSG Academy. Seni Mayulu has also received minutes this season alongside Yoram Zague. Eamon Corey is also reportedly set to return and be part of Paris Saint-Germain's squad for next season. And with Xavi Simons returning for Paris Saint-Germain, PSG will have 5 academy projects in their full squad for the first time in an extremely long time. And this one Nasser Khalifi also had to say about it in September. We have to build our way of playing football, a football that we love and that we want to establish in our club. From the academy to the first team. We're here for a long time. We're going to have the best training center in the world. My goal for the next few years is to have only Parisian players in our team. There's so much talent in our region. The best players from our region deserve to play for PSG. It will take time, but it's a goal. And we can clearly see how Nasser Khalifi and huge props to Luis Campos have been dominating and abusing Ligue. Last season, it was small signings like Renato Sanchez, Hugo Ekitike, but PSG are finally moving forward because the 2 most promising young talents in Ligue, which are Lenioro and Desiree Doué, are both linked and very close to joining the Parisian club. I wouldn't be surprised if the Paris Saint-Germain starting 11 in a couple of 2-3 seasons would look like this. A full France team with Chevalier, Konate, Lucas Hernandez, Lenioro, Theo Hernandez, Eamon Corey, Warren Zaire-Emery, Desiree Doué, Bradley Barcola, Ousmane Dembele, and Randal Colomani. When I see this, I get goosebumps because this is what I want and this is what Nasser wants. This would be absolutely beautiful. When I see this, when I think of this, what I do think of is when FC Barcelona lined up an entire La Masia 11. It's a big milestone. It's a good goal to expect, but I think that's the goal for Paris Saint-Germain in the upcoming seasons. That's been it about the scary truth about PSG nobody's noticing. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, comment something you want, and that's been it from your boy PSG. And as usual, allez Paris.